I hear a lot of people saying a stropped edge is better than an edge directly off the stone. More contact with the apex, they say. So it should come off sharper and the burr cleaner. So that made me wonder, is that actually true? So I ran a cut test. Stone finish versus strop finish. And by the end of this video, you'll know if the strop really earns its reputation. There are really two claims baked into that reputation. One, a compound on leather depurs better than a stone in the same finishing range. And two, a strop wraps around the apex with more contact, so it should leave a sharper edge than that same stone. The plan is simple. I take one knife, a Sharpal in Aus 10-8, sharpen it two different ways, and then run both edges through Sisal rope and see which one lasts longer. So edge 1, 1000 grit Sharpal stone finished on a 4000 grit DMT diamond stone. And edge 2, the same 1000 grit Sharpal stone but finished on leather with a 5-6 micron diamond compound. Both roughly at 20 degrees per side, and the abrasive size is matched too. A 4000 grit DMT is about 6 micron. The compound is 5 to 6 micron. So I'm trying to keep the main variable, the finishing method itself, a hard fixed stone versus compliant leather. Here you can see the edge straight of the 1000 and 4000 grit stones. It's sharp. It cuts paper cleanly, and it also shaves. I've got the footage. By the way, if you want a deep dive on these stones, I've got a full review of them. I'll link it in the end screen. So this knife has been finished on 4000 grit diamond stone, the DMT diamond stone. It's very sharp. I'm gonna cut now. Of course, cutting will be a bit impeded by the blue tape. I need to keep the blue tape on because I will be putting it on a microscope going forward. It is very sharp, however. So yes, very sharp, cutting swirls, push cutting, no issue whatsoever. Now we're going to do the cut tests. So 20 cuts in, everything is still cutting fine. Voila. No. Okay, let's do another 20 cuts. Is it, but it does cut paper grade. Yeah. No issue there. No, it's just going through. Yeah, there's no issue whatsoever. Yeah. Okay, so we're at 60 cuts. 80 cuts, and it's like 30 degrees here, Celsius. No, that's passing just fine. There's absolutely no issue. Okay, I'm going to get something to drink. I'll be right back. Yeah, so that's fine. Huh? Okay, that's 20. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, 120 cuts, no problem whatsoever. Okay, so this is 130. Let's see. I used up all my paper again. Let's get some more paper. Oh, we got. Oh, we're going through. Yeah, there it's getting. Yeah, it's got through. It got there. It got. Yeah, no. I'm gonna call it at 130. and it holds and holds right up until around 130 cuts, where the edge finally starts catching in the paper. For OS 10.8, that is a truly solid result. That sets the bar rather high, because now it's time for the edge that's supposed to do even better. A quick note on the compound first. I'm on Wicked Edge 5 micron and the Hepstone 6 micron diamond. Right in that same 6 micron range as the DMT. So abrasive size isn't the difference here. What is different is the backing. The stone is hard and fixed, and the leather gives a little around the apex. I've also got a review on these compounds and a few others. That's in the end screen too. Alright, so 1000 grit edge. I deburred it on the stone. After this I will strop it. I just want to show you already that it is indeed quite sharp. Not an issue. So I did my very best to make it as sharp as possible off of the stones. Now we're gonna strop it on 6 micron compound. So first let's strop it. First let's strop it on 5 micron Wicked Edge. Just so this is a ridiculously small strop, but yeah, it's 5 micron. No. Yes. Okay, we're just gonna do it on the 6 micron over here, which is yeah, this is what we need, I think. So it was already cutting very nicely. I'm gonna do a quick cut test after this. I'm gonna do some serious stropping here. I want it to have a fair chance against the 4000 DMT grit stone. Okay, so let's see how that cuts. Don't have much paper left. Oh yeah, that slices very nicely. Yeah. Okay, so very sharp. It's against the grain. I'll get another paper to show you. At this point, this is getting to be a very non-ecological video. I've got so much paper. But yeah, this is absolutely nice and sharp. Does it shave? Do I still have hair to shave? Let's see here. It should shave. Yes, it shaves nicely. No problem whatsoever. So this is razor sharp, just like the 4000K. Let's see now. I'll clean this up and let's see how many cuts we get out of this knife. First we'll put it under the microscope to take a look at the edge. Here is the edge of the 1000 grit alone. I didn't wash it first and it shows. And here is it after the diamond strop. You can clearly see the compound has refined the apex. I stropped it plenty, much more than I would usually do, on purpose, to give the strop every possible chance. Same checks before we cut. It cuts paper cleanly, it shaves, so we're good to go. Alright, we start cutting the 1000 grit on the strop. Let's see. Okay, that's 20. That should have zero effect. No, it's fine. No, fine. It is catching a bit there. Let's get some more paper. No. No, it's got fine. Yeah. Yeah. I cannot but notice. No, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, 20 cuts would have been a sore disappointment. Let's continue. So we are at 40 cuts and it hooked. So let's try that again. No, it's passing. Yes, not. That's okay. it hooks. It's okay. It's okay. It's hooking there. There. Alright, let's have a look under the microscope what we can see over there. At 20 cuts, it already looks like it's catching. So I push to 40, and yeah, it's definitely catching. So that should not be possible after 40 cuts at all. Something is wrong here. So let's put it under the microscope and find out. As you can see under magnification, there it is. There is a tiny burr. So let me get a little bit closer. So this little burr is most likely what's been catching, and there is strong evidence for it. You can see the paper fibers still clinging to that burr. This is exactly why I run these under the microscope. So if you want more edge failure tear bounce like this one, please subscribe, it really helps. Now, here is what I think happened. The stropping straightened the burr and made it very, very sharp, but not strong. The moment it bit into the sisal, it folded right over to this side. You can see it folded over to this side. And a folded over burr wrecks cutting power. There is some irony here. This happened on the stropped edge, the one that's supposed to clean the apex up, not on the 4000 grit stone. So I put a new edge on it, really taking my time on the stone to get the apex as clean as I possibly can. Then I stropped it properly again. And then I verified the entire edge under the microscope at low magnification. I could not see any problems this time. So before the rerun, here is the compound on the leather strop I will be using. As you can see, it is nicely loaded. So I resharpened this blade on the 1000 grit Sharpal stone, then I stropped it to that. It is very sharp now. I put it on the microscope, checked every inch, well, every micrometer of this knife, and there is no burr left. It cuts perfectly. There is no issue whatsoever. So we'll now check to see how many cuts we can do on this knife. Let's get started. So this time we get past, ooh, I nicked, yes, I absolutely cut myself. All right, I'll quickly go disinfect that. So you can see the knife is very sharp now. So we're back. All right, to the next 240. 20. All right. Man. Yeah, okay. No issue. So that's 60. Small break to sip of my beer. All right, 280. No, it's passing. Yeah. No, it's fine. So 80 is fine. So that's 90. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah. And so sometimes it catches. No. Sometimes it passes. Yeah. It's getting through, but very rough. And it catches. Let's do 10 more. No. See, it's always at this point that it catches, and that is indeed a point where I've done most of my cutting. See, again. Now it passes. It passes. And then it hangs again. It hangs again. It hangs. Yeah, and it hangs again. No. We're done. 120. So the 4000 grit stone did 130. So what does this actually tell us? So on the deburring claim that a strop cleans up the edge better than a stone in the same finishing range, this run says no. Deburring on the stone worked at least as well and arguably a touch better. The cut tests lean slightly towards the 4000 grit stone, 130 versus 120 on the strop, but honestly, that is really too close to call. And it's only one knife, it's one steel, it's one rope, it's one setup. So I'm not going to pretend it proves stones are always better to debur on. The sharper, because of more contact claim, I cannot really settle here. This rope measures retention more than it measures sharpness. I don't have a best tester, so I can't put a number on starting sharpness. So I'll be honest about what I can say, what I felt subjectively. Both edges to me felt like being equally sharp. Now that's subjective, so take it for what it's worth. But it does line up with how close they ran in the cut test. So to really nail this down, I would really need a fixed angle system and a best reading both after sharpening and after the cuts. And that's, of course, the next test somewhere down the road. But the headline does hold. The thing that everyone repeats, that the stone can't clean up an edge like a strop can, didn't hold up here. In this run, the stone did at least as well and maybe a touch better. So, but honestly, they were close. And like I promised, if you want the full reviews on the stones and the compounds used here, they're both on the screen right now. Go take a look. See you guys later.